Hello, my name is Rivers, and I am a technology assistant here at the IDC. And today we'll be talking about creating accessible presentations in Microsoft PowerPoint. So to start, we're going to talk about why accessibility matters in your documents. It is more than meeting legal requirements. It's about inclusive design that benefits everybody. The IDC recommends building accessibility into digital content from the start. This session is geared towards that. Before we start, here are some great resources that explain more and about why accessibility matters. I will put those links in the description of this video. Accessibility is making your documents accessible to people that might have visual impairments, people that might have dexterity issues, people that are older in age and they need help reading their documents. So just making sure that our documents are accessible to everybody, what disabilities or age that they might be. Just making sure that our documents are available to them is important. PowerPoint has a great thing. PowerPoint has an accessibility checker. PowerPoint's accessibility checker is a valuable free tool available in PowerPoint and other Office products. It is designed to ensure that your documents are accessible to all readers. In addition to identifying issues, the accessibility checker provides detailed explanations and practical resolutions for each flagged item. So to start, I am going to show you how to get to a Microsoft PowerPoint, and you can follow along with me and practice using the accessibility checker. So we are going to start out by going to the search bar and searching up NDSU KB, and then you're going to type in the numbers 112080. So you're going to click enter, and you're going to click on the first link, that is Software and Applications Event Calendar. You are then going to go to the IDC Practice Workshop files. You're going to click on that link. And then once you're here, you are going to go to the second bullet, Creating Accessible Presentations in Microsoft PowerPoint. From there, you're going to go to the File drop-down box, and you're going to download this file as a Microsoft PowerPoint. It's going to show up in the top right of your screen. From there, you're going to open the document after it is downloaded to your computer. Close out and make sure that you enable editing at the top so that we can work with this. So where to find the accessibility checker? So you're going to find the accessibility checker in the review tab on the top up here, and then you are going to go over to check accessibility, and then you're going to check accessibility. So over here on the right, we have three things. We have errors, tips, and then there sometimes could be a warnings. Errors indicate that the content could make the document challenging or impossible for individuals to comprehend. Warnings, we don't have it over here, but if there was warnings on this right side, highlight content that may, in most cases, pose difficulties. And then tips, that's just to suggest improvements for content that could enhance the user's experience through better organization or presentation. So now we are going to go to, we are going to use the accessibility. So we are going to go over to the errors, and we are going to hit this drop-down box. So it shows that there is an issue with the subtitle. It is missing an alternative text. Alternative text reads it when the screen reader is reading over it. It reads the content inside of it, and it reads it for people that with visual impairments that cannot see the image. So here, you can either add a description if you think that this text box needs a description, but in this case, the description or the text box does not need a description. So we're just going to mark it as decorative, and you see it disappears on this right side. And then we're going to go to the other one. Here's another image. You could write a description if you think that the image adds context or meaning to the slide, but I think that this is just a decorative image, so I'm just going to also mark this one as decorative. We're going to move on to the next error. It is missing a slide title. So for this, it's missing a slide title, so we can add a slide title here. We can just name this Artificial Intelligence. And then you see that this error on the right side gets removed. Now we're going to move on to the tips. So these are the tips that suggest improvements for content that can enhance the user's experience through better organizations of presentations. So here, it says that we have a duplicate slide title. We can see this on the left side over here. Number 3 slide and number 4 slide have the same title. I recommend just adding something. You can add a period, you can add a to, or you can just change it if you want to. I'm going to keep the introduction to artificial intelligence too. I think that's a better way of changing the slide title without actually changing the meaning of it. So you can see that issue gets resolved on this right side. And now we are going to go to the review auto-generated alt text. So sometimes the PowerPoint will automatically provide alternate text for images. So you just have to, if artificial intelligence does it, then you just have to go in there and confirm it. So you can see a sunset over a body of water, and you can use your judgment on the image, and I think that is an accurate description of this image that we have here. So we are going to approve the alternative text, and you can see it gets rid of that warning that artificial intelligence can be incorrect when creating alternative text. And you could also mark this as decorative, as I previously stated, if you think that this doesn't add meaning to your slides. So then you're just going to close that. So now you can see no accessibility issues found. People with disabilities should not have difficulty reading this presentation. And that is what the goal of this presentation is. We want to get to this point here so that anybody can view our PowerPoint PowerPoint presentations. And then make sure that below this you have the keep accessibility checker running while at work. Make sure that is checked so you don't have to do a ton of work at the end of your presentation, and you can do it as you go, and you won't have to do it in one lump at the end. So that is an overview of accessibility in PowerPoint. Just to review really quickly, your best friend when it comes to checking accessibility is going to be this accessibility checker. As you can see, it was pretty easy to go through this PowerPoint slide and fix the issues. This is going to be your best option when it comes to accessibility. If you have any questions, be sure to submit an IT Service Center ticket. The IDC works with accessibility, so we have a knowledge base page that you can visit if you need help with your accessibility.